Today's subjects are as follows: the two forms of depression in young adults, working with medical professionals, how is depression different these days, and finally, treating mentees' underlying patterns. So it's slightly different than what we were doing with anxiety. We found a great deal more issues of depression with millennials in the years past. There seems to be less depression in Generation Z. It's still a major factor, but anxiety has overtaken depression as the number one focus in general mental health that we as mentors deal with. So let's take a look at the two forms of depression. There's low-grade depression, which I'm going to call situational depression. This is the bulk of what you work on as a first-degree mentor. The difference between low-grade and situational depression versus clinical or chemically based depression are that both seem the same to the casual observer. The difference is where they come from. Low-grade depression or situational-based depression, like the name says, is based on what's going on in their lives, life circumstances. There's a lot of negative self-speak. There can be executive functioning failures that can breed depression. Bad time management can breed depression. You know, people who always arrive late to everything and always are saying, sorry. There are young adults who are challenged by outside situations that create depression. We're going to look today at extrinsic situations, and then next class we're going to look at intrinsic situations. So there's also clinical depression. Now, clinical depression, chemically based or really a mind-based depression, are more advanced forms of depression. And these are seen by second-degree mentors and very much so by master-level mentors like myself. We're not going to talk too much about this. These are people that no matter what happens in life, they are beset by depression. And mentoring in itself cannot help by itself. It can help in tandem with other things. When we've tried all other options and nothing changes their suffering, that's when we need to find a really good medical professional who knows how to help, a good medical professional. We still work with people's sufferings. We still work with clinical depressions. Alongside a medical professional, the two combined can do amazing things. And I see it over and over again. So clinical depression is not one you're going to be working on in first degree. I want you to know about it. So let's look at the systems. What are the systems operating in depression in young adults? Clinical depression or brain chemistry depression is essentially the mind-based version. We are dealing with low-grade depression. In the next two classes, we'll take a look at low-grade depression or situational-based depression, which are trigger-based, and how we can help them at a first-degree level, which is where you are. Major depressions, again, are dealt mainly by second-degree and master level. This work is for the levels of depression that you can see, the trigger-based depression. Remember, they seem the same, but it's totally things that you can rock. So there's external triggers, and there's two kinds. One is based on an actual incident, and then the second type of external triggers are those based on changing dynamics. And then in the next class, we're going to do internal triggers. These are time-based anxiety, and we'll talk about that next session, and internal triggers that are based on executive functioning. And these will connect with also time-based anxiety issues. So this is very, very important. We're going to talk about when to enlist medical support. Very important. So let's take a look at it now.